Okay, so let's see if this is going to work today. All right, so this is just how to make a post. Let me do screen share here. And I'm thinking that, okay, so here's this. So this is strictly just for Blogger. So here's Blogger. And I'm actually going to go make up my post for Readers Under the Stars. So I thought that would be the most simple. This is what is called a posting template. The way you do this is you can set up your actual post and then copy the template of it. Let me go over here. You copy the HTML code, which is this. You just copy that and then go all the way down here to your settings and then post and comments and then put it right here where it says post and just toss it in there, click save, and you're done. So then anytime that you do a post and you click new post, this will automatically come up. It is one of the easiest things to do because then you're not constantly having to put this information in there. So like this is going to be for, I forgot what our memes were. Go over here. Okay, so this is going to be for Meet the Readers. So the way that I've done this is that I've made up all the buttons and then I've posted them to Pinterest. And then you can just get the HTML code for the buttons, put them in this as a post, or this is a page. And then instead of constantly either having to save this to your Blogger, which just uses up a lot of space, because you're only given 5 gigabytes of space to use, you can actually just have this HTML code, copy it, and then come back to your post, go to the HTML, and then just pop it right in here. And there you go. And then I always just change these to medium because you don't really need it being that large. Okay, so this is Meet the Readers. This is going to be our new Monday meme for Readers Under the Stars. So I can actually come over here and change my calendars. So this will be posted for this time. If you're like me, I have an Apple and I have it set up, of course, for my crossword reviews thing. So I actually need to go change my preference for this. I should have done that earlier, but oh well. Okay, now it won't do that. It won't jump. Okay, so this is Monday. Meet the Readers. If I can spell today. Okay. So this, the way that we do this is we use our Twitter information. Readers Under the Stars presents Meet the Read. Oh, I keep putting Readers. Meet the Readers, and then I'm just going to leave it as that one because that's basically what this one is today, or for this week, is just about meeting us. So then, you know, you just okay. So I'll let you know what this is. This thing here, that bar, is this thing right here. What that does is if you go over here and you see our posts, like for Forsaken here, all you're going to see is the first section of the book cover and then what the book's about, and then you get to read more. What that does is as soon as that bar comes up, which it's going to be right under here, it's right above about the author, that cuts off the rest of this. So that instead of it posting the entire post, it only posts this section here. If you're on Blogger and you have a website that looks like this, that's the easiest way to make sure that you have, you know, a lot of posts on your front page. I know a lot of tour companies and stuff, they want, you know, their tour for your review, you know, to be the first post. Well, if you have stuff like this where they can see multiple posts, I guess it looks better on Crosswords because they're smaller, but where you have smaller posts like this here, it just gives you, you know, that little snippet part, and then they have to click read more to read the rest of it. It just makes it so that you can have multiple posts on your page, and it's not just, you know, one gigantic post and you have to scroll for, you know, years upon years. Okay, so that's all that's for. You can use it, you don't have to. It's just something else, you know, that's kind of a nice thing to have. Okay, so for this meme, it's just a simple thing of, you know, just tell them what your thing's about. Okay. So then this is about the author. I actually have certain things if you're going to use it constantly, like your ratings and stuff like that should be saved to here. Stuff like this, you know, if you want to save it, you can. Um, since this site is 3 different people, we have signatures. So it's always a good thing to have. The only thing is that if you are a group site like this one, each person has to take the pictures and save them to this to select a file. They each have to save it themselves because, like, say if Rachel or Jennifer, who's on this, that would be Jennifer, that is Rachel. If they go on and look from this blog, if they haven't downloaded it, they won't see any of this. It'll just be blank. Okay, so then each person can come back on here and type in their thing about, you know, just like this one's just going to be about their bio. So I'm going to actually make it up for them, which is pretty simple because it's just over on here. So then I'm just going to take this whole entire thing, which actually I'm just going to take it via the HTML because that's just faster and I didn't do all of it. And close that one back out because I didn't change anything. Back over here. So these I actually end up not needing any of this. So I can actually just delete it out of here. These, I guess this wasn't like the best post to do this with, but I'll go back and make a different one. So then basically, you know, that's it. And then this just goes under Monday. And then we'll schedule this for the 3rd. And these, since this is the only thing that's posted that day, it doesn't really matter when it's posting. Yes, if you hear children in the background there, they're running around. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a review post. I need to do these anyway. So let's see. This is going to be for Born Wicked. So what I do, of course, it has its template set up, which actually this is on the wrong site. Whoopsie. Okay, so back to Readers Under the Stars, because that's what this is for. So here's your thing. I use Goodreads to do all my posts because they usually have everything up. It's pretty simple. I actually think we've already done the post for this. Of course, this past week has been really, really bad. Okay, yes, we have. Okay, so I will get it done for the White Rose. Okay, so then that will be done. So we've got the White Rose, which is book 2 to the Lone City, which book 1 was The Jewel. We will be reading this one here soon. So what you want to do, you get to the book page, and then you're going to highlight what the book's about, copy it, come back over here, and you're going to actually just highlight this here and paste it. Then you're going to come over here. You can't see the drop-down menu, but it is there, and you're going to want to copy image address. And then you come back here, and you go to the HTML code, and these little hashtags here is where your image link needs to be. If by chance, if you need this HTML code, I can give it to you. It's not a big old secret. I didn't create it, so if you need it, I can give it to you. And then, you know, just take this down. You can see this here, you know, make it large. If this is up here where it's not supposed to be, you can just click enter and it'll fall down. If you want to get more into it, I mean, you can come in here and center all this stuff, but you don't have to. And then for like the title and stuff, I use the whole entire thing, especially like the series. And then this, I just do hashtag. This will actually be, you know, at Readers Under the Stars present review of this. And then I make sure that I tweet to the authors. If it's like a 1-star review, if it's under a 3-star review, I tend not to anymore because I've had a lot of authors harass me and their followers harass me. So if it's you know, not technically a bad review, but if it's under 3 stars, then I won't tweet to the physical author, even if, you know, I'll just or I won't put how many stars I put into it, because sometimes, you know, that you'll put like right here, you could put like 5-star review of, you know, whatever, but that's all basically personal preference. Okay, so that's about it, all I use for Goodreads. Then if you come down here and you click Amazon, it'll take you to the Amazon page. Now this is the Amazon Associates. You can sign up for that. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. They started doing these little short links because I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not, but if you click link to this page, it has this extra pop-up window that doesn't want to load apparently. But it has a thing on it that used to have like the book cover and stuff, but not everybody can see it for some reason. So I stopped using it. I actually just have this little thing here that says, you know, click to order at Amazon, and then I just click link and then just toss that link in there. What Amazon Associates does is that if somebody goes on, like say you went on and you clicked that link and you came over here and you purchased this book, I get a percentage of that, which then at $10 gets transferred into an Amazon gift card that I can use for, you know, other giveaways, you know, ebooks, you know, whatever you can get on Amazon, which is kind of nice. I've even with my site traffic of getting, you know, 30,000 views a month, I still have only gotten one thing of $10. So I think it's at like $7 and some change right now. It takes a while to build up. Okay, so the next thing is to do is you still need about the author. I used to use the thing that they used to have like down in here. Some of them still have it that has all the author information. But if it says show more, it will actually cut it off, and that just ended up being a lot of work. So now I just go to see all editorial reviews, and normally it'll just pop up extra with this little thingy about here about the author. So I just, you know, copy that, come back over here, go under here, and just click paste. This here colored, this is basically just a highlight from up here. You can change it to all the different colors. I just leave it on the orange. I mean, it works. The thing about, this is the next thing to do, I have mine all saved. So, you know, you have your stars. We have 5-star, not worth it, put it down, walk away, and all those. But right now we need to put these back in there so we can all put our reviews in. And then we'll add, you know, the 5-star, 4-star, whatever later. I get into this one knowing down here I normally put like if there's a love triangle, if there's, you know, like in the Jewel Part 1, you know, it has, you know, a lot of adult content to it about, you know, so it's for like older teens. And then just put like other little things that, you know, the reader should know. And then down here, you know, if I have a giveaway, then I can put that down there. I don't know if we're going to have a giveaway for this one. I guess it just depends on, like, you know, if book 1 is on sale, which, of course, in hardcover, it doesn't look like it, and neither is it in Kindle. You know, or if I have some kind of, you know, swag or something, you know, I can put that in there. So, I mean, that's pretty much about it. For labels, I try and keep them really simple. I put, you know, the age group of the book, what kind of post it is, let's see, how many stars it is. There's 5 stars. I don't use the author because you're only allowed 500 different labels. So you want something that you're going to be using consecutively a lot. One thing that I do put in is the publisher. I don't use Harper Teen. I use HarperCollins. I really hope that's spelled correctly. I'll go back and fix it later. And then, you know, how many stars. So there's only 5 of them at any given time. Unless there's a giveaway, then it'll be review giveaway, you know, stuff like that. And then scheduling it, you just, you know, this is for the 14th of August. Then schedule it, and then, you know, it just doesn't matter when it's scheduled. If you're doing a lot more, then just click save and close. And I mean, that's pretty much about it. It's not all that complicated. It gets more complicated when it gets into the other memes, which I will do one of those now. Okay, so the traveling teasers. So the traveling teasers is a new take on the teaser meme. And so we're just going to come back over here and we're going to copy this to get all of our things in, and we're going to paste it there. Now, to do the teasers, instead of having to put every single picture in there and either uploading it to the site or using PhotoBucket or something, I use Pinterest. And then the easiest thing to do is just to make a board with it on there. And then like this is for, you know, ruts for Readers Under the Stars. Do this. Come over here to these little three dot things and make a widget. And there goes my phone. Wherever it happens to be. Woohoo. Okay. So that you can just dismiss. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to do a center thing. So you want this little symbol here. I should be able, there we go. Okay, so let me move that down. So this is to center it. You do that little symbol there, right in center, spelled correctly, and then do it again. Then you're going to paste in that HTML code. Do this again. Then you want to / and write center because that's how you close your code. And then the other things to do is like you can play around with all these sizes. The width I usually go at like 500. The pins I usually use at 100. And then basically you just, you know, try it out a little bit. So we'll put that at medium because it's like humongous. And put this down. If this highlights like this, you can just click it and then click remove because it's trying to add the link to it. Okay, so then we don't need any of this stuff. And we don't need any of this stuff. And we don't need this either because this is just a little teaser thing for traveling teasers. This will just be, you know, the readers. Under the Stars. Presents. And then I'm using it as a hashtag. And then you can actually like add like an extra one. Book teasers, teaser Tuesday, you know, you can add extra ones to it. And then this is just under Tuesday, and that's it. And then this one can actually get scheduled. So we can just go over here, maybe, you know, welcome to our Tuesday post for traveling teasers. Now this is going to be a little bit different than some of these because if you have an iPhone, it's a lot easier, and I'll turn this back so you can see how to do that. I do not like the Pinterest app because all it does is crash, so I found a better way to do it. But basically what will happen, you can preview this here so we can make sure that it's the right size because you want them to be able to see the entire page instead of these little itty-bitty little squares. We want it to be like this size so they see like the entire book or, you know, whatever. So this isn't big enough. So this is just a preview. As you can see, it says preview right there. So we're going to X back out of that, go back into this, and we're going to edit the thing. You basically just kind of have to play around with it. It's easier if you already have a teaser on there. So I'm actually going to go upload one from my phone here because it makes it a lot better. Let's see. Okay, so here's a teaser. This is actually a mess up, but it's okay. I was reading a book and noticed that it had an error in it, but that's okay. Okay, so that's saved. So I'm gonna go back over to Pinterest. We'll do this. So there's the teaser. Now we are going to, the width looked pretty good, so we just need to make this a little bit longer. So we need this to do like 500 and this to be like, we'll go 300. All right, then go back to compose, click preview again, and then we'll see how it looks. You're down here. There we go. That's actually almost perfect. I'm gonna make it a little bit wider. I guess that's fine. Oh, there goes my purse. Everything's fallen everywhere today. And this will still scroll inside of this. I mean, you can make it longer if you want to so they can see a little bit more. I mean, it's really just up to you. So, you know, that's fine. So we'll just leave it as that. And then you can also like put in here, like, you know, where the teaser is coming from. I mean, if we want to like take off all of this, this teaser is going to be via the White Rose for that week. So then we can just do this and then put that in there and then do this here and put her Twitter information. So That's the other thing, that if you're going to share teasers and stuff, make sure you like tweet to the author. Most of them really love that. Okay, and then we can just click publish because it's done. If it wants to behave today. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here to where you guys are. Where'd you guys go? Okay, and let me stop this. All right, so here's my iPhone. Go into your photos. Okay, so there's the photo. And you're going to click this little, I know you probably can't see very well, this little square thingy with an arrow on it, and it'll pop up like this. Then you do have to have the Pinterest app downloaded. You don't have to use it, but you just make sure that your picture is tagged right there. Click the Pinterest, and it'll bring up all your different boards. So you just have to like scroll through and find which board you want. You can put a description up there if you want. I usually don't. And then just click, you know, what board you want it on, and then you're done. And it will be on there because that's what I just did earlier. So it makes it a lot less hassle. And I just kind of realized that I didn't put the other thing on there. So let me make sure that this is actually, you guys can actually see all of this, because that would really suck. Because I did not click present to everyone. And I always forget to do that. Let me go make sure this is working. Birthday. Goodness gracious. It's going to be one of those days. Nope, that's not it.
You know how to do this. If you can't, then you put it away.
Okay.
Pull off the bottom and then put the red one on. And repeat yourself.
Let's see here. Google Plus. Let's see. Events does not come up on my phone, but that's lovely. Okay, well, if by some chance that it doesn't see it, I'll check it as soon as I'm done. Oh wait, I have the link right here while I'm like losing my mind. It's been one of those weeks. Let me mute this. Make sure. Oh yay, okay, so yes, you could see all of it. Woohoo! I don't have to do this over again. Okay, so that's basically what you do. I will do this one other one just so that you know. You go back into screen share here. Okay, so the other one that I know that my friend has to do via Readers Under the Stars is her meme. Okay, so her meme is, let's see one of these. Okay, so we've got Tempting Thursdays. So Jennifer, this one's for you. So here's your Tempting Thursdays thing, and then you just want to come back here and paste it in here like usual. So that's all done. And then you do, you know, your Readers Under the Stars presents Tempting Thursdays with Jennifer Weiser, and then put, you know, whatever book it is. So we'll go back over to Pinterest, and her meme thing is in here somewhere. Oh, okay. There we go. Because it used to be called Man Candy. All right, so she already did this one. So let's see. So we will do Tobias. So you're going to click on your button. Here's your thing here. There's a couple of different ones you got to do for this. Okay, so first off, you need the book cover. Now you've got two choices. With your HTML up here that you had from your button, the easiest thing to do, which I don't believe I didn't think of this before, if you just go back here and just take that again, just come down here to right where it says more, paste it, and then go to your Goodreads, put in your book title, find Divergent. Let's get the one without the extra thing on it. Okay, there's Divergent. Do your right click, save image options, come back over here, and then what you're going to look for is you're going to look for this right here, the IMG. That's your image. There's your little thingies to state that it's a link, and you're just want to highlight this all the way down to the next one and then paste it in. That is the simplest way to get that that link back in there for your cover. And then it's basically, I mean, the same as it was. You know, just come down here, click large, you know. You can highlight this, come over here, and it'll center.
Are you doing anything with this?
There's stuff in here.
Put it all away.
Come to my post, and then she can edit this later. And then this is going to be, since this is all the man candy stuff, you know, this is going to be for the via the Divergent trilogy by, and then go find her Twitter information. Keep going, Andarin. Okay, so it's not listed here. So then that time, you know, you gotta go over to Twitter. I actually get to meet Veronica Roth here this coming Friday. She will be at GeekyCon. Whoop, whoop. The odds that I'm going to actually be able to get something signed, few and far between on that one. Okay. So then you basically just do the same things that you did that I showed in the post. Copy this.
That won't fit her.
Paste it in there. And then the same thing with, like, you know, the about the author. Let's go over here and find it. Okay, so this right here, this is what I used to use. But if it had a thing down here stating, you know, to see more, then it would cut it off, and then you have to go search for all this crap. So there's the editorial reviews. And then the really little thing about the author. And just toss that in there. If it does this link stuff, just like click remove, and then you can do that to section it out. Okay, so then your post. This is where you got to do the copy and paste stuff again. Come back here, copy this, come back over here. You can actually search for where to put this, because this is what you're looking for, where it says, you know, go into knowing. But if you hit on an Apple computer, it's Command F, but you can actually like search for it and it'll pop up like this. You're actually going to put this like right before it. You are looking for something that's like this that has this closing tag in it. Because if you put it in between here, it'll disrupt the HTML. So this is what you need. So this is the last thing with the closing tag. You're going to paste that into that. Don't know why this thing is doing this. It's so weird. Okay, so then you are going to go back over to your Pinterest, take the picture that you want, copy the image address again, and then come in here and look for that image thing, and then highlight this and paste it there. And then when you come back, there's your image. And these, you can probably just put these in as large, because I mean it's a book size, so it looks like a book size, so that's fine. So then you can put like this week, it's all about aka Tobias. I know that's probably not spelled right. But you put like your little header. You can like, you know, make it bold, underline it and stuff. And then she can put all of her stuff underneath here about, you know, what everybody should know about Tobias and stuff. And then come back over here and I will do her short link to the book. And come back over here and then just copy and paste it. And then over here, this will just be for Thursdays. And then schedule it. And this is, see, Tuesdays was the traveling teasers. Is tempting Thursdays. All right, so then that is for the 6th. Just do that. Post it whenever. Click done. And there you go. Now her post is ready for her to come back in and edit it completely. And that is basically all there is to it. It's not very complicated. Once you get the hang of it, it'll be second nature. I could probably do these in my sleep if I really needed to. So it's pretty simple. If you have any questions, I don't know anything about WordPress, so please don't ask. I will not be a help to you. I'm strictly Blogger. Blogger is all I know. So if you have any questions, how to make buttons, anything like that, you need a specific HTML code or something, just let me know, and I will help you in any way that I can. So thank you so much. Bye.